up, my guys? We are back. This is the Juice Box. I hope everyone had a great week. It's Halloween season. It's trick-or-treat season. I hope you got your candy ready because the trick-or-treaters are coming. Big Czar, what's up?
Oh, fuck. I didn't even think, this is our spooky episode.
Yeah,
Basically.
This comes out on Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Halloween itself.
Seth asked me, he was like, what are you wearing for the episode? I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, it's Halloween. And I was like, well, I don't even have any costumes. I probably can't even wear anything.
Damn, we dropped the ball. I normally do dress up for this episode every year.
What an opportunity that would have been.
That's all right.
Fuck, we didn't even do our Monster Mash intro either.
We didn't, but it's okay. We're
okay.
Time's just flying, if we're being honest.
It is.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, it truly, truly is right now. I do think it is because I have a lot more responsibilities than I've ever been used to in my life. So it's like everything just goes by so fast. I think that's probably why. But you're right. It goes so fast lately. You know?
Dude, I think it has so much to do with being in like an adult routine.
Yeah.
Like when you're in that work routine for how many years now? It's just like the days just fly. Everyone says the same thing every month at work. Wow, like, can't believe it's November in a week. Oh, I can't believe it's October in a week. Man, this month flew by. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Well, I mean, it's weird when, like, and that's why I give people props which I don't have the balls to do, but we also don't have like the big financial backing to where we could just quit our jobs and give us 6 months to figure it out because, you know, like, that's why I give people props that'll just stop what they're doing and just try to do the whole content, podcasting, YouTubing, whatever it is, because, like, I couldn't imagine just putting 6 months worth of bills on a credit card and just hoping that you make money from doing it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
I couldn't either.
Yeah.
That'd be too.
But it is always it is always the ones who took the biggest risks though that ended up being huge. I feel like I don't feel like anyone who I don't want to say anyone. I don't feel like the majority of people who played it safe ever like freaking blew up. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a weird kind of scenario because your whole life you're just programmed like, okay, you're going to go to school, you're going to get a job, and then that's going to be your life. You're going to get a job, you're going to get a house, you're going to start a family, and that's what you're supposed to do.
And then you die.
Yeah, and I hate it. I hate that philosophy. I think that's why I like punk rock music so much growing up because they're in every punk rock song they're just like, I'm not going to conform to society. It's not going to be me. What's the lyric in the Sum 41 song? The real famous one. I'll think of it.
In Too Deep?
No, and Fat Lip.
I love that song, dude. But it's here's the phrase. It's
Are you dropping a knowledge bomb?
It's a social construct.
I don't want to waste my time, become another casualty of society.
Yeah.
What a line.
What a line.
What a line.
Don't want to fall in line.
Yeah.
Victim of. Yeah, but it is, hell, it's fucking Halloween, so happy Halloween, baby.
Yes.
Just pretend we're all dressed up.
Let's just kick it off with a classic question.
Yep.
What's your go-to favorite all-time, you only get one for the rest of your life, Halloween candy?
Yep.
Go.
Who wants to go?
Go ahead.
I mean, it's got to be... I'm going to get specific here because there's lots of different forms of this particular candy. And I just bought a bag of them. I'm going to give them out to trick-or-treaters. It's got to be the Reese cup, but the thin, flat ones.
Not
Not
the
little fat, round ones.
See, I like the little fat round ones better.
Dude, I like them all. Don't get me wrong. But like we've talked about this before, you got to put a Reese cup in the fridge or the freezer.
Oh yeah,
there's no other way to do it, in my opinion.
Dude, I remember when I worked at I-470 baseball field, I would always because I just ate everything and didn't pay for it. Like I would just my go-to like lunch would I'd come in, I'd put a Reese cup in the freezer, have it ready, and then I'd make a piece of DeCarlo's pizza, and then I'd get the Reese's out, and that would be like my snack for the day.
Dude, I got
nice frozen Reese cup.
So fat working at the concession stand.
Yeah.
Literally so fat because you had all that cheese, the pepperoni rolls, the pizza, and then whatever they didn't use basically got thrown away because we weren't really reusing stuff. God damn. But I would say it's weird because when I was a kid, my favorite Halloween candy honestly was the corn candy. I'm blanking on the name.
Candy corn?
Candy corn was my favorite when I was
Really?
little. Now I think
Jail
it's
time.
I think it's disgusting now.
That's like saying
disgusting.
Peeps are your favorite. But I liked Peeps when I was a kid though too.
Don't get me started, bro. Peeps have a bad rap for some reason. I'm a big Peeps fan.
I used to like Peeps.
They're not like horrible, but I don't know. They're weird.
Yeah, they're very But I mean, mine's just classic freaking Snickers, man. I love the nice little bite-sized Snickers, man. They're so good.
Yeah, mine was always the Sweeties and the roll. And then when they came out with the sour ones that tasted like sweet tarts.
Which those are hard to find.
Very hard to find.
Smarties.
Yeah.
Smarties, yeah.
Dude, you can't beat Smarties, dude. Fucking Smarties is up there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the sour ones, like you said, those are hard to find.
Those were a game changer. And I mean, every time I would get the Smarties, I would... You know, it's one of those things you don't even realize you're doing. You'd have your candy sitting next to you. You'd be watching TV or something like that. And the next thing you know, fucking 15 packs of Smarties deep. And I love them.
Dude, I could crush some Smarties right now. Do you know, I'm pretty sure Sweet Tarts bought out Smarties.
I believe. And I think that's why they came out with the sour ones.
Probably.
What about you, Bob?
So yeah, I've never been like a huge sweet guy. So that's the one time I would really go in on it. Probably the sugary stuff you were talking about. Not really candy bars, more like Starburst.
Oh
like
yeah.
Man, and I recently bought the pink only Starburst, which I didn't know they sold until now.
Whoa,
so
I didn't know that either.
I would go with
the
those.
pink ones are the best. Definitely the best.
Another rare thing that was around at one point was sour Starbursts.
Yep.
So fucking good. I love sour stuff.
I never got into any of the alternate flavored Skittles or Starburst.
Dude.
I just like classic Skittles and classic Starburst.
Classic Skittles are good. See, for me, if you add sour to it, it takes it to the next level. Like when we were early on in high school and the nightstand was still around.
Yep.
I'd eat my lunch. It was same routine every day. I'd eat my lunch, then go to the nightstand and buy a pack of sour Skittles. Loved sour Skittles.
I'm a blue pack guy, which I think it was tropical. I always loved the tropical, and then I can't even remember what the purple pack was called, but I probably out of the Skittles, I do love sour Skittles, but I love the tropical Skittles, which I don't really see the alternate Skittles around very much anymore in stores.
You know what else is another goat? Peanut M&Ms.
Yes.
Fuck yes, dude.
Those might be my second choice after Snickers. Peanut M&Ms are so fire.
They are fire.
Have you ever had the pretzel M&Ms? You ever had those?
I haven't had those.
Oh, they're really good.
Pretzel
too.
M&Ms are good, and I also like the Wait, you said peanut M&Ms, right?
They have peanut butter M&Ms.
Yeah,
they're
those are
fire.
good too.
Yeah, they're all good.
I didn't want to repeat. Yeah, peanut butter M&Ms.
Yeah, M&Ms, dude. If you any of the M&Ms that aren't like the peanut M&Ms aren't shaped like normal M&Ms because they got a peanut.
Yeah,
obviously. I think the peanut butter ones are also in that same like bigger shape.
Yeah,
dude. They came out with a. It was last year. I never got to try them. I think it was like a lava cake or like a fudge cake M&M or something like that. Where like
fire.
The inside was a lot more like soft and gooey.
Wow.
Still just chocolate, but
I kind of want that now.
Right? It sound really fucking good.
I think they were literally just like fudge.
I think
M&Ms,
they were, yeah. Fudge M&M, something like that.
Which fudge is something that's so slept on, bro.
Dude, like
literally one of my not oldest memories, a very old memory when Cabela's first opened up.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the highlight. We'd go to Cabela's, and then we'd go upstairs in the back there where they had their little fudge room or whatever the hell it was. And I'd always get the peanut butter chocolate. It was like infused. Is that infused into one?
Yeah.
Oh, and it was so good.
Dude,
I love
fudge. Is super underrated. Like you see them more like in vacation areas. I feel like at least that's how like I envision it.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like I've only ever gotten fudge when I'm at the beach.
Well, see,
I don't know.
I'm thinking which you might be thinking fudge, but are you thinking maybe of taffy?
I'm not. Because that was what I was.
That's what I.
But like,
Yeah.
when we go to the same area of the beach every year, which is like it's south of Myrtle, but you still can drive up and do all the like Myrtle Beach attractions. So if you go to like Barefoot Landing or you go to Broadway at the beach, they have fudgeries or whatever you call them there, like a fudge store.
They have fudge packers.
Yeah, where the fudge packers work. Do you walk into a fudge store and the smell is amazing?
Oh
dude.
yeah,
fudge is so fucking bomb.
It is
and
very good.
And nowadays there's like unlimited types of fudge flavors.
Well, I got confused because one time Kristen and Brady went to, I think it was Amish country, and they came back with a bunch of different cheese.
Yeah,
But it didn't taste like cheese. It literally tasted like fudge.
it was chocolate cheese.
Really?
She was giving me all these different kinds of cheese, and in my head it was great, but I wouldn't put that in the cheese category. I was like, this tastes like fudge to me. It had the same
Consistency.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, what's our take on saltwater taffy?
I'm
not a fan.
I've never been a fan of saltwater taffy ever.
You ever like?
I don't think I'd be a fan. I can't. It's probably I haven't had it in years, but I don't think I would eat it either.
It's one of those things again where I liked it as a kid, but dude, I think as a kid you just eat anything that
Yeah.
somebody
What it
gives
is.
you.
It's like until you start forming your own opinion in your brain, you're like, oh wait, I don't like this.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, that's definitely what it
Like,
is.
and it goes the opposite way too. Like for some reason, I had this thought in my brain when I was a kid that mustard was disgusing, and I hated it.
I have one on my brain
I
too.
hated
too.
mustard, but now like mustard is arguably like my favorite condiment. Like I love mustard.
I
Just
have two
yellow
that you
mustard.
guys will rip me for.
What?
But you go first.
No, the big one for me was baked beans.
Oh, I
Ugh,
love
see,
baked
I
beans.
wouldn't eat
I
those.
love
baked beans are good.
As
yeah,
a
I'm the
kid-
same. Beans, anything with that consistency, I wouldn't do. But
As
now-
a kid,
oh yeah,
I was like, these are fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
I've always.
I haven't
loved
gotten
nice
over
baked
that
beans.
kid phase for beans.
Oh, dude, now baked beans, I'll just fucking shovel them down my throat.
Hell yeah.
You like so many different kinds. Like my mom makes baked beans with meat and onions in
Yeah.
it, and then like the normal.
kielbasa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
even better.
yeah, dude.
Oh
Fuck.
yeah.
What
Dude,
do you think?
I was real weird as a kid. I'm not gonna lie. So, I didn't eat. I was 18 years old when I finally had like my first hamburger.
What?
Yeah, my first like experience with chicken wings.
What?
Yeah,
What was did you not like them as a kid? Because I'm sure you were
no,
around
dude, it was
that
just a
stuff.
mental thing. I swear,
Dude,
like,
yeah,
that's all it
yeah,
was. It was like
yeah.
a mental block. Like for whatever
Same.
reason, my mind told me that's gross.
Same
and
with
I don't know
me with
why,
mustard.
because now it's two of my favorite foods
Yeah.
ever. I would
Yeah.
eat chicken wings every day of my life.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say I'd probably be better off if that was the case because I've been addicted since I was a little kid.
and it's
I
other things
cannot eat
too,
enough.
dude. It's other things too. Like I didn't eat like pulled pork, like stuff like that, ribs, until I was like 18.
Damn,
I just hit a point where when you want to know what it was peer pressure. You hit 18, you're hanging out with your boys and stuff, and they're like, "What the fuck's wrong with you? Like,
Yeah.
fucking eat that or what?" And like, I finally gave in and was like, "Oh, this stuff's bomb." Like,
Well, I think me and JT were lucky because since mom worked for Pampered Chef, she was always just making the
Yeah.
wildest food at home. So we've got to taste a lot of different things. And I mean, Nate was like that. Remember
Oh,
when
yeah.
the first time he had
Dude,
eggs?
we were on vacation when he's a little kid, and me and Jake like peer pressured into eating like a bite of scrambled eggs, and he did, and he swallowed it, and then he stood up and just puked it all out.
no fucking
Yeah.
way.
Threw up.
He was probably like 6 or
He
something
was so
like
young,
that.
but what was so weird is after the fact, he was like, "I liked the taste of it. My stomach, it wouldn't stay down."
Dude, I thought you were
I'll
gonna
never
say he
forget that.
stood up in joy, like in celebrating.
Celebrated.
You're like he stood up and threw up everywhere.
all he would eat as a kid, it was chicken
Yeah,
nuggets.
chicken nuggets.
And there was one other thing. That's it. That's
that's-
all he ever ate.
That's what here's what I lived off of for like 18 years of my life, basically. Chicken nuggets, chicken tenders, macaroni and cheese, grilled cheeses, and hot dogs. That's it.
Yeah.
I didn't eat anything
I ate a lot
else.
of
and baked mashed potatoes. Love mashed potatoes.
I ate a lot of macaroni and cheese as a child. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
That's one thing I'll never grow out of is chicken tenders. I don't care
I
how
love
old I
chicken
am.
tenders.
You can't beat a nice meal. Like, you go and get some fucking bomb-ass chicken tenders with some good dipping sauces and some fries. You can't beat that.
Which right now, the best chicken tenders I've had in the last couple months have been Duggars.
Dude,
really?
They're so.
I'm
Those
telling you,
places
dude.
are always
They
fire
are.
with chicken.
They are. Like, Duggars is really good. Obviously, Neely's. I had Duggars within the last month for the first time. Oh, yeah.
But
fire.
I had those Duggars chicken wings 2 weekends ago. Those were good.
You should try the
Their chicken
tenders,
tenders
dude,
are
because
good.
they have the breading on them, but it's like those chicken tenders where, and I know it sounds weird, but the breading almost like kind of it doesn't fall off, but when you grab it, it's like loose. It's not like it's like
it's not. Yeah, I get what you're
caked on.
saying.
there.
That's kind of like Chick-fil-A's.
Yes.
Something about all those older market places, I think they just have all that grease in their freaking fryers and just from forever, and that just makes it taste so good.
Yeah.
It's getting a little embarrassing though because, I mean, I'll still order them. Like I said, I went to the whole couple because this shows how much I'm there too. But like the bartender looked at me, could tell I was pretty inebriated already when I first got there. And she was like, Mick Ultra and chicken tenders. And I was like, yes, I'll have chicken tenders. She just knew by the time
I think it's hilarious walking in the hole. They did the same thing with me and Brooke. They know, like, we walk up to the bar and they say what we want. And we're like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
want.
we'll have it.
But one that I've never grown out of, like you said, it's weird. It's a cold take, and I get so much shit for it. I hate peanut butter. I despise it. I hate peanuts. I hate cashews, anything.
Wow,
any
really?
nut.
Wow.
And I just tell people I'm allergic because that's how much I hate it.
Damn.
And people
That's
try to,
actually
butter.
force
That's a
feed me it.
really good way to be like,
Yeah,
no,
it's a
I'm
good way to
allergic.
get out of
I'll
Yeah.
literally die. I can't eat it.
Peanut butter is so bomb.
Yeah.
Like, I would eat that shit just
Peanut butter
I'd
is like
scoop it and eat it.
one of those things that's so ingrained in my taste buds that it's like I don't even think about it when I'm eating it. Does
Yeah.
that make any sense?
I
It's
don't even
just-
know what to really say to you.
What top 3 things to put peanut butter on?
Oh, frick.
Top
Okay.
3. All right, real quick. Number 1 has to be a slightly toasted bagel.
Oh, yeah.
Fire.
It's got to
fire.
be number
Yeah.
1. Number
Yeah.
2.
Dang, and it melts a little bit on the bagel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, don't get
fuck.
me fucking
Number
started.
Number 2
Oh.
is it's the specific kind of bread. It's like they call it like the Italian bread. Like not a hoagie, but it's like I don't know the name of it. It's a
It's sliced bread.
yeah.
It's a nice-
spec-
is it
the
a nice-
artisan, the artisan one?
Is it a
Could
nice
be.
thick one?
It has like the Italian color on it. I'll have to look it up. That's
Swebbles?
It could be. I don't,
Salonies or whatever that was.
I don't know the name, but it like the bag is like red, green, and white.
I know. I do know what
Uh,
you're talking
I know
about.
exactly
now.
what you're talking
yeah.
about. I think it's like Nichols Italian.
They're
bread.
like
That's
it's
all
like
it
a
is,
real
right?
Yeah,
thick piece of bread. Like,
Yeah, and I would say that, and then probably
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
2 would be a toasted wheat bread toasted peanut butter and jelly.
So just all bread.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
What
yeah,
else you
I
put it
mean,
on?
I
Well,
feel
no,
that
my
too.
number 1 was easily a nice peanut butter and banana sandwich.
It's good.
That's
That's good.
probably my go-to peanut butter thing. You can't go wrong. Even like if you make your own makeshift like Reese cup, like you get a nice chocolate bar and just dip it in peanut butter. That's freaking fire. And I'm gonna have to just go back to the bread too and just say a nice toast with peanut butter. Just solid little breakfast treat for you, any time of day.
Any
for
time
ya.
of day.
I'm going with my number 3. It's real good to dip fucking pretzel rods.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
peanut butter.
Nice pretzel and peanut butter.
Yup.
You can't beat that, and then even better if you can get the pre-made ones from Saris
Yup.
that are peanut butter
Oh,
and chocolate.
yeah.
Those are
Fuck.
just so good.
Or a nice. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, what were you gonna say?
Celery. Don't sleep on
So
nice celery
peanut
sticks
butter.
and
Yeah,
peanut
people
butter.
do that, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never tried that. What do people call that? The ant
It
logs.
was called something log.
You put raisins.
Yeah,
on it.
that's what you did. Yeah.
People called it that.
Yeah.
I remember that from fucking grade school. Number 2, I'm going toast and peanut butter.
Oh yeah.
Any kind, but like any kind of bread, honestly, with peanut butter on it's fire. But I think people sleep on wheat bread, dude. Wheat bread.
I love wheat.
Dude.
I always
love
get
wheat
wheat
bread.
bread.
Wheat
yeah.
bread is so good.
I always get wheat bread.
Can't hate on the wheat bread.
Nope.
Number one, easy one for me. People probably know this about
I know
me.
what you're gonna say.
You put peanut butter on an Eggo waffle. It's fucking fire.
Do you guys?
I've eaten it my entire life.
Do you guys remember the cinnamon waffles?
They still make those,
dude.
The Eggos.
That just unlocked a memory in my brain. We always had those in the freezer at the house when I was little. Oh, those cinnamon Eggo waffles are so good.
I mean, you got to go. I go classic. I put peanut butter on the classic home style Eggos. But if you want like a nice little treat, like you treating yourself, maybe you can make it this as I can't speak, as a dessert. Couldn't get that word out. Jesus Christ. You can go get the chocolate chip waffles from Eggo and put some peanut butter on them. Oh, that's some good stuff.
Well, I know I've said this before, which is disgusting, but my dad used to do mayonnaise and peanut butter on toast.
Yeah.
Which I've never.
Apparently, when you cook down mayonnaise, it acts a lot just like a normal butter.
Yeah.
Because people say, oh, you want to make a good grilled cheese. The secret is to use mayonnaise instead of butter. I've never tried it.
All right.
I've heard that too, yeah.
So here we go.
That's interesting.
You got a toaster.
Oh, shit.
You can only make one thing out of the toaster for the rest of your life with whatever ingredients you want, like whatever ingredients you want to use. What would you use that toaster to make?
Can I say something funny?
Man.
Yeah.
My immediate thought, which is not actually my choice, but maybe it is because it's my immediate thought. If I have a toaster, I automatically think of putting brown sugar Pop-Tart in it.
Oh,
there
dude,
it is. You could do that though.
Yeah.
That classic brown sugar Pop-Tart is a goat fucking
the nice glass
breakfast
of milk.
Food, whatever you want to call it. It's fucking good.
Do you put butter on top?
Do you? You butter your Pop-Tarts?
Jake always
did
that.
Do.
Jake always did that.
Here's what you do, bro. You put the Pop-Tart in the toaster. You get it pretty toasted. Take it out. Take it out. Take a knife. You make 5 small slits in the Pop-Tart. The 4 corners in the middle. Then you take butter, 1 scoop of butter for each, and you put it over it. Let it melt a little bit. Let the butter melt inside. Dude, I'm fucking telling you.
I mean, that was
that
science.
Fire.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking real good.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
On just any Pop-Tart flavor, or is it specific?
Well, I do it. I could do it on brown sugar and strawberry. Those were the 2 that I've done it on. Okay. Brown sugar's the best by far with that philosophy.
I have taken. There's what's the Pop-Tart flavor? Is it maybe it's s'mores, but do they have just a basic chocolate Pop-Tart too? Don't they?
They probably do.
Whatever, I can't remember when it was. I took a Pop-Tart one time and toasted it and then put peanut butter on that, and it was good.
Oh yeah,
I've done that.
I'm thinking while he looks up these flavors. Holy shit, there's so many.
There's so many, and they've gone through so many.
Dude,
over
classic
the
blueberry
years.
Pop-Tart is fire.
Those are good.
I
Dude,
like the cinnamon roll ones. Have you ever had those? Not the brown sugar cinnamon, it's cinnamon roll.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just shocked that there's the
ew,
tropical mango.
No. All those things.
Mr. E flavor.
Lemon cream pie.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Hold on. Go up. Yeah, stop. What are those limited? I
Pumpkin?
bet you those pumpkin pie ones are
I bet you
fire.
those are fire.
Dang. So for people just listening, we're on poptarts.com looking at the Pop-Tart flavors.
Let's see. Frosted chocolate chip.
That's it. That's what I put peanut butter on.
That shit was always so... Oh, wow. Pop-Tarts are so good.
There's the cinnamon roll ones. Yeah. Those are good. Cinnamon rolls.
Was anybody a fan of the unfrosted?
I've had them a few times.
They're not bad.
They're not bad.
But I have to toast those.
Wow.
I
love Pop-Tarts.
Confetti cupcake.
I didn't know there was a cupcake.
Oh, my God.
I tried the Fruit Loop ones. They're disgusting.
Oh, dude. Wait, hold on. Go down, Bubba. Go down. That one, the frosted wild berry one, I remember when that came out.
Yes, dude. That was a big deal.
That was a big deal.
That was a big deal. The frosted Wildlicious?
Yes.
We were talking about? Yeah. I remember that.
I remember
we were young.
Being like, holy shit.
Remember the commercial?
Yeah, there's a purple Pop-Tart. Like, it was a big... And that was in line with the purple ketchup, the green ketchup, all of that shit.
The Shrek ketchup.
The Shrek ketchup. All that was coming out.
And the Shrek chocolate syrup.
Yeah. Fucking donkey.
Dude.
But, okay, so if I have a toaster
Yes.
Here's what I'm doing. I'll either wheat or Italian bread. It doesn't matter. Toast that bitch, put mayonnaise on it, and sliced tomatoes, and I could eat that for the rest of my life.
So basically the question is, what thing are you going to toast the rest of your life? Because you have unlimited ingredients. So you could change that up whenever.
No. So basically, yes and no, but for this scenario, it's one thing that you have to make.
I'm going peanut butter waffles, peanut butter Eggos.
It's a good pick.
Bubba.
That's tough.
It is tough.
I don't know. I was a big toaster strudel guy in college.
Flavor?
So I liked apple.
Yeah,
which is a little hated on.
Oh, I love apple.
Those are the best
okay,
ones.
good. Me too. Yeah, I would go with those every morning.
Toaster strudels are nice. They needed to give you some extra cream
every
packs.
time, dude. I'd be like,
I'm always more. Like, I don't have enough.
I'd be lacking at the end because I would go 2 on those bitches.
Yeah,
exactly. So when you get to your last one, you'd be like, "Oh, I'm fucked."
Yeah, well, I might as well just throw these away now.
Well, dude, I know you'd always have to save one at least for the last 2 because then you'd make a sandwich.
Okay.
Ooh, I never made a sandwich before.
I've never done that.
Bubba, come on, bro.
This is amateur hour.
I
Apparently.
don't eat breakfast very often.
I really don't. Truthfully, I eat breakfast when I'm on vacation, I feel like, and just randomly. I'm not a big breakfast guy.
I eat breakfast during the week, but it's not necessarily like breakfast food.
Yeah, see, on a normal work week, I probably don't eat till at least 11:30
every day.
Yeah.
Really?
I eat a nice banana usually for breakfast, and then I'll eat a banana at like 7 in the morning, all right? And then in like 3.5 hours, I'll eat another banana and an apple, and then I just figure out what the rest of the day is going to be.
I do at 7 a.m. I do a chocolate Slim Fast shake.
Oh,
there you go.
And an apple. And then I don't eat again until around 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
I love apples, man.
Apples are very good. I was thinking about
there's
this.
so many different kinds of apples.
There are. A nice candy apple, just freaking kill me with them. Just murder. Just throw them at me. I'd be like, this is a good way to die. Just a caramel apple with freaking sprinkles or peanuts or whatever you want to put on them.
Here's a question.
Oh my gosh.
Do you hold it with the stick and eat it, or do you use a knife and a fork and cut it?
Come on. I'm classic hold it with a stick and eat it.
See, I have a question about this. I love apples too, but I've never had like a candy apple or anything from a fair or like a caramel dipped apple. They come on a stick.
Yeah.
When you get those, are they warm?
I've never had them from like an actual fair either. I just get them like, I've gotten them at Kroger before, like in the bakery, like in that section there. So I've never had one warm. No,
that's what I was wondering because I feel like it'd be weird to eat an apple like. But I guess
honestly, it's probably fire.
Apple pie is warm.
A warm candy apple's probably fire.
Yeah, I like.
I've never had a warm one, but
I'm good for one candy apple a year or every couple years because
I could eat one like every single day of my life.
It does get messy because I do the knife and the fork and cut it and then eat it like that. But it's just like a different taste because it's basically a chocolate covered apple with sprinkles and shit. And normally when I'm eating stuff like that, it's like a pretzel.
Right.
So it's like different to the old taste buds.
Oh man.
So speaking of toasters, I just have to tell this story real quick. When we lived on 6th Street one year, because this just brought this memory all back. It was one of those nights where like I don't think we had a party in the complex, but like we all got fucked up together, like had ourselves a night. So I woke up and went out to my kitchen the next morning, and the kitchen was a mess. So clearly, like whoever made it up late was trying to like cook themselves up something.
Sith.
It had to have been Sith, right? It had to have been. I fucking look in our toaster, and someone tried to put a pierogi in the toaster.
Honestly, not a
and
terrible
cook the
idea.
pierogi in the toaster. I took a picture of it. It's on my Instagram. If you scroll far back on my Instagram, you will see a picture of a toaster with a pierogi in it from college.
Not terrible.
Not like the drunk brain.
Yeah.
It isn't a bad thought.
Not a bad thought, but like it's frozen.
It's frozen.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I zoned out of the frozen part. Yeah, that probably didn't work out
It could be
very
worse.
well.
This is a little off topic, but there were 2 separate occasions I woke up on someone's couch in Morgantown, and the house was like almost burning down because someone drunk put food in the oven and just left it on.
Yeah, that happened the next year after what I was just talking about. Moved on to Forest Ave. Fucking Sith. You remember that? I think I've told this story on here before. Remember that restaurant across from Ashbrook Liquor? It was called like the Greeks.
Yeah.
That place was good.
You could get a full fucking rotisserie chicken there. Sith fucking got one day for like dinner or lunch, whatever. We proceed to go out that night, whatever, get fucked up, come home, pass out. I pass out. I wake up in the morning and like the whole house is like, I thought the house was on fire. I started freaking out. My room was at the top, so I'm freaking out. I get downstairs, I open up, I get like everything's so smoky. I get into the kitchen, I open up the fucking oven, and that chicken he bought is in the oven, just completely charred black. I go running upstairs and like pounding on Sith's door. I'm like, you fucking idiot. I'm like, you left the fucking chicken in the oven last night and our place is just filled with smoke. I left the fucking apartment because I was like, it was a Saturday morning. I was like, I'm not staying here this whole weekend with our place smelling like fire.
Yeah.
I got in my car and I drove home to Wheeling. I was like, I'll let them sort that shit out. I was like, I'll go home for the fucking weekend. Fuck it.
Dude, there's a couple instances where that whole complex could have got burnt down. And I feel like I've said it on here, maybe not, but the one was when Neil put a frozen pizza in the oven, didn't take the cardboard from underneath.
Jesus.
And it was either Jack or Brady said they woke up coughing. That's how they woke up, because there was so much smoke everywhere. And they opened the thing and it's just like this black pizza with the cardboard like basically on fire. We all just could have died so many times in there.
Dude.
And I remember once you guys left, the water, or were you guys still there?
No, we weren't there for that. It was our apartment. It was our apartment.
And I remember being like in a daze because it was the back deck. DJ Ham and DQ were like banging on the door for like 45 minutes. And I was just going in and out of a dream. And then just water was just everywhere. Disgusting.
We had the 6th Street year. We caught our fucking, what do they call that? Toaster oven. Our toaster oven caught on fire one day. We didn't put it out. We like, I grabbed it with oven mitts and like threw it out the door. Just being stupid, dude. You're right. That whole year is a shit show.
Well, dude, speaking of toaster ovens, that's when the game was changed for me, when Mom got one of those first toaster oven things. And I would literally, if it was up to me right now,
cheese fries,
I would make cheese fries every night
in a toaster oven.
Oh,
yeah. You put the tray in there. You make the fries first. Then like the last couple minutes, you put cheese on it. I mean, if I could live off cheese fries, I probably would.
That and Italian hoagies. I'm a big Italian hoagie guy too.
I'm a big pizza roll
Finish
guy.
it in the oven.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
The other night at my house was the first time I'd eaten pizza rolls in a long time.
I love pizza rolls.
We cooked, what was that, like 130 pizza rolls that night?
I almost said 300 for some reason. It was a lot of
pizza. It was a lot of pizza rolls.
It was a lot of pizza rolls.
They were all gone.
For a second, I thought I thought you said I almost had 300. I was like,
dude.
What?
Dude, it was a big dude.
It was the biggest bag you could get.
Part of me literally thinks there were like 300 pizza rolls in that bag. I'm not even like
pizza rolls.
Can you Google like biggest bag of pizza rolls you can buy?
Yeah, what is it? Tostino's pizza rolls?
Yeah.
Let's see. Pizza roll bulk bag. There it is.
160. That's what it was.
Okay, yeah.
It was 160.
So, little
Maybe had 2 of them.
No. I think it was just one bag. But yeah, no, that's it right there.
We finished them off surprisingly. I don't know how we did that.
Are you bite the corners off first, right, and blow inside?
Unless they've been sitting for a while.
Why is it if you blow into it while you're holding it, it like burns your fingers? Does that ever happen to you?
Yeah, because all the heat's getting pushed down to where
you're
your
like, what the fuck?
are.
It's like fighting back at you. It's like, no, I don't want to cool down,
dude. And speaking of pizza, one thing that's just kind of disappeared that I don't see as often is what happened to pizza bagels.
Oh, they're still around.
Are they?
Yeah, I just had them recently.
Dude, I loved pizza bagels.
Bagel bites.
Bagel bites. That's
bagel
what they are.
bagel bites.
Those are so
wow.
good.
Dang, I might have to cop a bag.
You might. You should just make your own bagel bites.
Yeah.
With a real bagel.
Oh man, that's a
God.
good idea.
That is a good idea.
Of just a big bagel bite.
Yeah, you
Whoa.
just have a big one.
Triple B's, baby.
That's-
Big bagel bites. That's
Triple B.
something.
Triple B.
That's a good idea. I might try that.
Big bagel brand.
Can we just admire something for a
Yeah.
second? We've talked about food for 35 minutes.
I know. I was just thinking the same thing.
I can talk about it for 3 hours.
No, I'm with it.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I just I mean, it's funny how you start off with candy and then you just start spiraling.
The funny thing is, I had another thing
Go.
we could have segued. I blanked on it.
Oh.
I had something I wanted to segue off of, which would have been more food. It was another hypothetical, like if this or this, what would you guys do? And I fucking forget.
Oh.
Well, I'm excited though. I mean, it's almost the food time of the year coming up.
Which
What-
is the hardest time to stay in shape.
Yeah,
Well, that's why
I
it's called
agree.
personality season.
Yeah, sad boy
It's
season.
beard
Put
season.
on all the clothes you have.
and
beard
beard
season,
season,
yeah.
too.
You put on all the clothes, you hide all the
The
fat.
outer layers.
You grow out your beard to hide your fat ass double chin.
No one can tell all the cookies I've been eating when I just grow out a beard.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just a never-ending cycle for me.
I'm happy though. I feel like it's consistently stayed a little under 60. We had those couple days where it hit 70, but it's finally getting to the point where
Well, yeah.
you don't go outside and sweat your dick off.
I tell you what, when we got here, it was perfect outside. Oh, like this evening is great.
It warmed back up today.
It did,
The past 3 days been
Yeah.
pretty chilly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was like only in the high 40s.
I
Yeah.
feel like I'm still gonna have to cut my grass one more
I have
time.
to.
though.
Probably.
I got to do it one more
Most
time.
likely.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier today.
Yeah. So I mean, here we go. We can do one of these hypotheticals.
Just freaking keep them going.
If we were dressed up right now in Halloween costumes and you could pick anything that you wanted, what costume
I
would
already
you be
know.
wearing right
I already know what mine is.
now? Go ahead.
Rip from Yellowstone.
Okay.
It's Yellowstone season, baby. I'm in on the Yellowstone. I finished my rewatch. I'm being fucking Rip from Yellowstone for Halloween.
I saw a picture of you.
Oh yeah, I ordered. Quick side story, okay? I worked in Morgantown, whatever day last week. After I was like, you know what? I drove to Uniontown, went to the Boot Barn, tried on cowboy hats, and ordered one for myself. It was like $120.
Fuck yeah.
For a cowboy hat?
Yeah.
It's a legit one though,
Yeah.
right? So it probably should last a while.
I'm that locked into Yellowstone right now.
Yeah.
Quick side story. Yeah, so I'm Rip from Yellowstone.
Nice. Do you have one?
I don't even know. I'd probably be something nerdy.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, fuck, I don't know.
If I could just snap my fingers and be in a costume
You'd
right
be
now,
Thanos.
no, I 100% would be in the pink Squid Game,
Oh
like
yeah,
the triangle thing
Yeah.
on my face.
yeah. I saw some school band that in New York because people were dressing up as it, and they banned dressing up as the Squid Game people.
Jeez.
Why?
I don't know. I just saw that today.
Stop Asian hate. It's terrible. You
Right.
should let people wear Squid Game stuff.
I agree.
But you
They're
have
cool
one, Bubba?
costumes.
I don't have a recent one off the top of my head, but my favorite costume, I think, me and my roommate Joey were The Price is Right contestants one year,
That's
Nice.
and I wore like a black shirt. It said like "Pick Me Bob," and it had like a microphone.
That's
cool.
So I
That
was
is
like drunk, like talking in the microphone. That was fun. But then I wrote down if I this weekend am forced to wear a costume, which probably not. I wrote down some real easy ones. I think his name's Kip from Napoleon Dynamite. He's like Napoleon's brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's pretty easy. I'd probably do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he the dude that wears the t-shirt and the glasses with the funny hair or no?
He has like a polo, like a blue polo.
Yeah, okay,
and
yeah. I'm thinking of that guy, yeah.
Yeah, and listen, I know people love Halloween and I know people say it every year. But I am airing a grievance here. Like, I feel like people have been celebrating Halloween for the past 2 weeks in colleges.
Yeah,
everywhere.
I've
always,
seen,
yeah.
That's how it always
I
is.
know.
But I don't get it though, because this is one of those weekends where Halloween's literally on this weekend. I get doing it if it was in the middle of the week and you want to do
right. That's usually when you're right. This is like the perfect year for Halloween in college.
Why wouldn't you save it all for actual Halloween weekend?
You go hard on one weekend. Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder what the big costume's going to be, because every year there's like one.
Squid. I feel like Squid Game.
Yeah,
might
because
be
the one
biggest
year was
one.
like Playboy bunnies, and then I'm trying to think.
Like the one, whatever year was
last year definitely
the
had
Tiger
to be,
King
yeah,
guy.
the
yeah.
Tiger
yeah,
King,
Tiger
yeah.
King.
Dude, Joe and Smiley did a good time.
Dude, theirs was really good.
Theirs might have been the best that I saw.
It was really good,
Dude, okay.
What would other big ones be this year?
Yeah,
you think,
let's try to think.
I think Ted Lasso is going to be
Ted
popular.
Lasso.
Lasso's
That's
a
a
good
good
one.
one. What else happened?
I feel like the easy one. You could really do any Marvel one because
Yeah.
that's always
Joe
around.
Biden.
Joe
Biden. That's a
That'll be a good one. I'm sure people will be Trump too, just to get people all riled up.
What else happened? Craziness.
Yeah, what other shit happened?
Someone would be like a Doge coin, probably.
Yeah.
Or was that more last year? I can't even keep track of stuff anymore.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But this is our year anniversary of DJing our first wedding.
Wow.
Shit, it is. Yeah.
That was
Dude,
a
that's
year.
craziness.
See, I feel like that'd be a time.
Dude, it was a very fun
Bub,
night.
I'm telling you, that's one of the most fun things that I did.
I would love to do that.
because I didn't have to move.
No.
Yeah.
Jake and I stood behind the DJ's table for like 6.5 straight hours.
At least. And
Were you
just-
on a mic too, or just playing
We
music?
we had a mic.
we
See,
brought
I think I would get too hammered.
we brought all of our equipment up.
wedding.
We're just getting drunk as shit. And like that was when still all the parents and relatives were there, and we would just like turn the mic on real quick and say something crazy, and then in a matter of seconds, like all of like Smiley's brothers, friends, and all them, everybody was dancing. And I know we've said it 100 times on here, but the best part was when they would just come up and request songs that we've never heard
we
in
were
our
like,
life.
I don't know what that
Yeah.
is. Seriously, that was like I really felt out of touch finally with the younger crowd, because we've always been the younger crowd, and they're coming up requesting these songs. I'm like, I have no clue what that is. It was also funny though, because like I pre-made, and I worked fucking hard on it, like a playlist for that wedding, and we still took a ton of requests.
Oh yeah.
But like, remember, like when we were watching the WVU game earlier in the day, we went through the playlist, and I had like a whole room of everyone be like, yay or nay, yay or nay. And we like narrowed it down.
Smart. Yeah.
And we played a lot of shit from that playlist, which was just like stuff from our prime years of rap and dance music or whatever. But like so many times the older people would come up and be like, can you play a little something like for the older people? I'd be like, oh yeah, sure. Like never would the whole
See,
night.
that's such a great move because I mean every wedding it's the same.
Yeah, I
Those
mean,
slide dances. Oh my god,
dude, that's what I
so
said.
Bon Jovi, whatever else they play. I'm done with it.
Well, dude, they just did the big wedding thing on Dog Walk, and Dave Portnoy was saying
Yeah,
how
it was
there's
cool.
these specific songs that are wedding songs, and I just couldn't disagree. Like I disagreed so hard. He's like,
See-
you have to play "We Are Family" at a wedding. I'm like,
No.
No,
what the
you
fuck are you
don't.
talking
No,
about?
you
Dude, like,
don't.
honestly, and maybe this is just us like being a couple generations above the rest, but it's every wedding I go to, there's mood killers. Those songs come on, and those are the quintessential wedding songs. I'm like, oh well, I'm sitting down.
Go in the
Yeah.
bar.
Like, yeah, I'm getting a drink. Like, I don't want to hear that shit.
Like what is that song? To the left now.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
it back now, yo.
That song, I'm like, dude.
See, I like September. I think that's a good one.
I mean,
think that was on the
September's a good
list.
song. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but like you said, if We Are Family comes on, I'm cringing and eye rolling real fucking hard.
Well, dude, in KFC, and I agree with this song. It might not be a big wedding song, but when you put on songs like Mr. Brightside and songs like that, where everyone's singing,
No, Mr. Brightside is a good one.
that gets me more
Yeah.
hyped than these old school songs.
You know what else is another good one? And shout out Mason for this is freaking Africa by Toto.
Dude,
Oh, it slaps.
That's a
such
good
a
wedding
good
song.
song.
That's a good song to play at a wedding.
And I I could be wrong. You might have to look this up, but I saw Mike. I think Levels by Avicii is 10 years old today.
I saw that today.
I saw that today too.
Dude, I laugh at them. It was on Brooke's story, her Instagram story. She uploaded a TikTok, and it was like college kids in 2011 when they're in their dorm and they hear EDM the first time. I remember that feeling.
Oh my God.
It was like, what is it? Was just and everyone's just like,
Well, like, I mean, dude, you know what was a big thing like that? At least I thought was when everyone started listening to it was probably like 2013 or 14. Everyone started listening to the Chainsmokers.
Oh yeah,
and it was that kind of thing for me too. I was
they
this is crazy.
The Chainsmokers made a version of EDM that was like pop.
Yeah,
they did. I mean, they really were the innovators for that. They took it because that's a time of my life I'll never forget. And I feel like in terms of music, that was pretty short-lived. It didn't last too long, but it was something I don't know if we'll ever see again. It was fucking weird, strange, but you couldn't help it be fucked up and be like, what is happening to my body right now? You'd be like, what is this?
That is the only genre of music to this day that would make my body move without me wanting to dance.
Exactly. You didn't even want to move.
It's the best way to explain it.
It's a perfect way to explain it. Like, these memories will be ingrained in my mind. It was always the same fucking place where I was for me, like up in this fucking attic room, like partying real hard. That music is just going the whole time, and you're just like kind of lost in the moment. You're like, where am I, and what is going on, and what is this? Like, what is this sound I'm hearing?
And the EDM crowd might hate me for saying this because I'm not a big underground EDM guy. As much as I love the Chainsmokers, I think the Chainsmokers were the first group to take that kind of music mainstream. And I know Marshmello did too, but in terms of like, they did their own type of thing, and I think it hit its peak way too soon, to where as soon as the Chainsmokers and like Marshmello still puts out songs with artists, but now you don't see it as much now.
No,
and it sucks.
And I don't think you will.
I don't think you will.
Like I said, I think EDM was very short-lived. Like classic, just pure EDM, I think was a thing for like 3 years, and then it went into the pop side, like you said, with like Chainsmokers, Marshmello, even Diplo, even Justin Bieber's one album was very heavily like EDM influenced.
I need you the most.
Yeah, like I need you. He had "Sorry, What Do You Mean?" and what's the other one on that same album?
That we played that shit a lot.
Yeah, Skrillex was the name, right?
Yeah,
Skrillex.
Yeah, he was.
What do you mean? And
sorry, no, you're saying the craziest like memory I have is when the Chainsmokers came for Fall Fest, and they had that slot where like a lot of people don't go, like everyone stays at their house and I had no idea who they were.
Yeah.
Chainsmokers were at Fall Fest?
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I think with Schoolboy Q, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
you're
right.
That was the last year it was ever on the lawn.
Yeah, you're right.
That was the final year on the lawn. Biggest mistake WV ever made was moving Fall Fest to Evansdale.
Very stupid.
So stupid.
Yeah,
those times were some of the best times of my life.
Fall Fest is very unexplainable in terms of like a feeling, because it was one of those things where they did it on the Monday night, and you were basically thought of, you're supposed to go to the concert and then class the next day. And even if you went to class, the professors knew, like,
dude,
you guys were at Fall Fest last night.
It was the first day of classes, right? That's how it used to be.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
It is wild when you think about it.
I'll be completely honest with you guys. I didn't go to class the day of Fall Fest or the next day any of the years I was there.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, really,
because like we would start pre-gaming for Fall Fest like early.
Well, class was weird towards the end because you didn't necessarily have to even go to class anymore unless it was they had the attendance clickers, because everybody would put their slides on. What was that? eCampus.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: not a lot of people realized about that first week of classes. Everyone called it syllabus week, but like you didn't have to go to class that first week.
No,
you didn't, and here's why: because in technical terms, the drop and withdrawal period or whatever, you had that full week of first classes to join a class and to drop the class without anything going on your thing. So if somebody was joining the class at the last minute on the last day of that week, they weren't going to class all week because they just joined it. So why do I need to go to class all week if a new person can come in on Friday and start class?
That's a good point.
I mean, it's a horrible way to think, I guess, in terms of being a good student, but that's just how my mind went.
That was my favorite week too, because I remember I took a Spanish class. Just was trying to do something different. Walked into the first day. The professor didn't speak one word in English. Walked out of that class in the hallway, got on my phone and dropped it right then and there.
I did that multiple times. You could gauge that, off the first week and drop one and then join up another one real quick. Like 100%. I said, you could, I was real fucking good at, sometimes I was late making my schedule. I'd be like, it's okay. I'll monitor this whole week and I'll see when someone drops, I'll get in it real quick and get my schedule set. Like I did that a lot.
Well, the best was once you figured out the schedule system, and I would be one of the ones where I would wake up early on purpose to add classes because I would write all the ones that I wanted and I would do my best to have at least 2 days off a week with no classes.
Dude, yeah, I always tried to do that.
So I know one semester I had classes just on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then the other semester I had, it might have been a year where I had classes just on Tuesday and Thursday.
I had a semester like that once.
I don't think I've ever done that. That's crazy.
That's what I always aimed for.
Yeah. My whole senior year, I didn't have class on Friday, and that was like the best.
That's awesome.
Well, dude, I would tell myself, like, okay, I don't have class on Mondays or Fridays. So what I would do is I would go to class all day Tuesday, spend Wednesday in the library. I'd make myself wake up early, go to the library all day. I would get all my work done. And then you'd have class on Thursday, and you literally had a 4-day weekend every single week.
Awesome. I really liked those classes. They were the same as Tuesday and Thursday classes, but sometimes you could luck out and find the same style that was on a Monday, Wednesday, where it was it'd be an hour and a half each day instead of what normal like 50 minutes.
50
hour
minutes.
and 15, I think, were the Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 50, right?
Tuesday, Thursday.
But the
Tuesday, Thursday.
The one. What class did me and you'd have, JT? It was like almost 3 hours.
Oh, it was 3.
Supply chain, I think, management.
Yeah, because it was once a week.
Yeah, once a week. I would try to take those too. Like
I would too.
I would take those ones. 3 hours on a Wednesday. That's nothing.
Because you were rarely there for the
that
3
was
hours.
terrible.
Yeah, you would normally not be there for the 3 hours, and most of the time I'd be in those types of classes with friends.
Yep.
So I'd be like,
dude,
fuck yeah,
that's
I'll
how
go.
Women in
Like, I'll
Movies
be with my friends.
Women in Movies was nice.
I loved Women in
Yeah.
Movies, man.
That's one of the
that
best
was such
classes,
a good class.
Women in
Well, I was just talking to Nate because he was back because it was his birthday, and he's like, it's so weird because my favorite class is the one that I have at like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. And I told him, I was like, dude, once you start making your schedule, those ones are the best to take because normally those are at least no more than 2 times a week or 1 time a week where you would, like, Women in Movies is the perfect example. And he laughed at me when I said there were classes you could take like that. But I said, right now you're just taking the GECs. And once you're filling your schedule, you'll have to pick higher up classes and look for those ones that are 1 or 2 days a week, because even though they're at night, it doesn't even matter because it's like 1 night a week and you're just there till 9:50 or whatever it is and you leave.
Yeah, you'd be stupid not to fill your schedule with, like, I don't want to call Women in Movies a bullshit class. Like, it's a fun class. It's a good class.
I like.
But like,
that
you'd
class.
be stupid not to try to take those kind of classes to fill your GEC slots. Why not?
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
I almost wanted to murder everybody because we got to vote like
On the movie for the
this is a funny story.
which Disney animated movie we were going to watch. That was the choice, and the choices were, I think maybe was Frozen even out yet? It was Mulan, Moana, and then another one.
Else.
And like, I yelled out like
He yelled.
I
like,
yelled
in class
in front of the whole class. I was like, Moana, like at the top of my lungs, and everyone laughed. I was like, yeah, we're watching Moana. Everyone voted for fucking Mulan. I was like, you guys are all.
Everyone went classic.
Everyone's fake. Yeah.
Everyone went real classic. I remember our Disney animated movie.
I was like, you guys are fake as hell.
It was
right
Little
now.
Mermaid.
Little Mermaid. Yeah.
That might have been the other.
I'm like,
there was 3.
I'm like 99% it was Little Mermaid.
There was 3 we could pick from. It might have been Little Mermaid as the third.
Well, dude, I used to love that class too because the teacher, you would order pizza to that class.
Oh, dude.
Like there'd be delivery people coming in and like every time.
Like on Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which we watched in that class.
We watched
we
that.
did.
We watched
that was
that
a good
movie.
one
that
too.
We did.
Kill Bill.
We watched Kill Bill. Goodfellas we watched in that class.
Great.
Really?
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, you guys obviously took it together, but we took it together, Jake and I, and there was about, 6 or 7 other of our friends in it.
There were
Dude,
so many.
It was a massive group.
Tig was in it.
Yeah, Tig.
Really?
I remember
That's
Tig,
so
Tig and
cool.
I would sit there and watch fucking Penguins games on my phone because I had the NHL like center ice thing.
It was us 2 and like Sammy Robinson, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if we had
The
anyone.
girl in Kappa. Who
Oh, Emma was in our. Shout out
Oh,
Emma.
Emma was too,
in
yeah.
our class too.
We always had the same routine too because at the time the class was going on, it was Buck Wild was going on, right?
It's when Buck
It
Wild
was like Buck
blowing up.
Wild's like taking over the world at the time, and we'd get done with class and we'd get back to my apartment above Ashbrook Liquor and watch fucking the new Buck Wild episode for the week.
We'd have like 10 or
Buck
15
Wild.
minutes to run.
Yeah, we'd have to like run back, and it was so the class was in life sciences, and there was this back path. Do you remember the path?
Yep.
There's a path, and it took you right from life sciences directly to the liquor store, and my apartment was on top of it. It was the 4th floor up. And we'd get there, we'd fucking like already have like alcohol.
We'd
like,
have a
we'd
handle
have
of
it.
tequila.
Yeah, we would.
Oh my god.
We used to buy fucking handles of Jose Cuervo,
Oh,
and
no.
we'd all sit there and go like shot for shot while watching fucking Buck Wild.
We did this, and this was early on. I mean, I think probably just the first year we had at Greg's. We would have like only a couple times we did this, but we would all get a different Burnett spot like flavor,
Oh my
and we all drank
God.
our own. And I'm like, dude, how? Like, how did I sit there and drink a
Couldn't.
bottle of cherry Burnett's?
Disgusting.
Well, dude, that's when
Like, that's terrible.
Sarah
I
and
was
Taryn
just about to say this.
would make me want to, and Alexa
Yep.
would make me want
Their
to
whole house.
shoot myself in the face
Yep.
because every time we'd go drink there, they'd have all of their Burnett's bottles lined up, and we
Yeah.
just knew that whatever alcohol they were providing was Burnett's. And at the time, like what's so wild to me is when you're younger, and I feel like everybody will agree, you can drink almost anything.
Yeah,
You
you can.
But now,
And you can recover a lot easier, dude.
Yeah, you
If
can.
you can drink a bottle of Burnett's, you could do that, end up puking your fucking guts out that night and rally. And the next day, as long as you woke up and took a bong rip, you're like, I'm fucking good.
well, dude, I made my dad laugh because he was over on Sunday when the red zone ticker would start. And I told him, I was like, you don't understand how historical this 5-minute red zone countdown would be. That would be on the Sunday where, I mean, it was disgusting. Like, me and Jacko would drink handles of Fireball on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we would make sure we'd all have our large Little Caesars pizza sitting down in front of the TV watching that countdown happen.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that story. That's fun.
Yeah, it is. And it's like at the time, those memories are just kind of like, oh, what? We're just watching Red Zone all day,
Yeah.
checking fantasy. You don't realize how
Yeah.
fun you're having
Well,
until you get this
Mhm.
age.
I always talk like I brought it up
Can't
like
get it back.
the favorite. My memories are kind of the same. Like that I like the most was either Sunday morning when we're all super hungover in the living room just watching TV, or like Saturday morning, like before we did stuff. Like we would just all watch movies together.
And
like
that's-
we would put on Bob Ross and just sit and
Dude.
watch Bob Ross paint stuff.
Those are absolutely my favorite
Yeah.
memories from college, dude. The off days, the
Yeah.
Saturdays, the Sundays, the mornings into the afternoons were like, especially that year on 6th Street. I know we talk about this all the time, but like,
Who
you,
fucking cares?
you
You'll
truly-
listen.
You truly just had to be there to know that like our squad took over an entire fucking apartment complex, and like we just like bullshit from apartment to apartment, like just chilling all day,
we
like
put the
until
grill
we figured out, the grill out
on the
there once the weather
steps.
turned. I mean, it truly was a time that like I reminisce on it hard. I
All
really
the
do
time.
all the time.
I have a
man.
theory, too.
We'll never get that back.
I have a theory
Let's hear it.
on why the hangovers were so easy on Sundays and Saturdays was because you had to suffer them with your boys, and it's one of those things where you didn't have to schedule to be with them. You knew when you woke up on those mornings, they would be sitting out in the living room or in someone else's apartment or outside. And it's one of those things where unconsciously it takes the thought of the actual hangover itself, because you're waking up and you're going to sit there and laugh about things that you did the night before.
Dude.
And then at that time,
you're 100% right.
and then at that, like, I truly, truly believe at the age of 28, almost 29 years old, if we ran that back for a half a year and we all lived in the same type of situation, that the hangovers wouldn't be as bad as they are right now.
Yeah.
Because when you wake up now, normally you're by yourself and you're like, oh my God, this fucking blows. But before, you would wake up and you'd have everybody around you that's dealing with that same thing, and you would laugh it off, essentially. You'd laugh off the hangover.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
you're not wrong.
It's so funny where this conversation is going, because we're going to Morgantown this weekend, and pretty much, not everyone, but pretty much everyone, all the boys are going to be there. Like, Michael's coming up from Charlotte, and we all haven't, like, been together in a while. And it's just cool we're going to a game. But it just made me think of, like, every morning before game day, it usually was Hammers was up first. And, I mean, if it was at 7 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. or whatever, he'd go down, turn the loud-ass speaker on, and play We Ready. You know that song?
Nuts.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
We
we'd
Ready.
get home at
Or
2,
you would be
it'd
like,
5:30 a.m.
yeah, you'd be on the couch or whatever, and it's like, that's just one of those memories, too. It's like, I'll always remember that. Like, not even light outside yet, and I hear We Ready getting blasted from the living room.
I mean,
that's awesome.
But I know we say, like, but it's the act of doing that stuff would still be pretty tough nowadays. Like, I'd be hard pressed if somebody. I remember, like, fucking Hank would show up to my apartment at like 7:30 a.m. Like, him and Chris beating on the door and be like, "Get the fuck up! It's time to go over. Like, we're going over to the tailgate." And I'd be like, I was only 22 at that time. I'd be like, "I want to kill you right now."
Yeah,
like, I want to beat your ass, dude. Like, let me sleep. Nowadays, I might go postal on his fucking ass.
Do you want to know the thing that I think about the most, which is so odd, is how bad, even if you wake up and shower, how bad we all stunk at those times.
Dude, it stunk like fucking like alcohol.
And
man.
I felt like I couldn't when I was, even now, like, especially now, if I'm super hungover, I never feel like I can get clean. Like, my teeth feel gross.
Yeah.
And like I have weird sweat, like beer sweats, and it's like I never feel clean when I'm super hungover. Like
there's absolutely, to me, there's absolutely nothing like a Halloween weekend in Morgantown. St. Patty's Day was fun. I know people like St. Patty's Day, but I was always a big fan of the Halloween.
They were my favorite.
Halloween was great,
especially when they had the house on Cash Street.
Yeah.
They'd always have one big party.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I can't even remember the last Halloween I celebrated down there. Trying to think.
What would have been the last one?
Actually,
I went to?
I remember it very vividly.
Mine wasn't great.
I just now, it was my last year down there, and I was down there for fucking 6 years, so I was a fucking super senior. Fucking, it was on Allen Street. It was a wheeling party. I'm sure you guys were there.
Probably.
It was above Dairy Mart, the street above Dairy Mart. Someone had a massive party on that corner.
Yeah, wasn't it the Pearl House?
No, it was down one.
Was
block.
it the Schwarf?
It was
might
down
have
might have been the
street.
Schwarf's
Cash
house.
on the corner of Cass is where Schwartz and them.
Yeah,
lived.
the corner.
Yeah.
Where it met Allen.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's the house.
Yeah, that house.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
a giant party.
Yeah, that was the
They
Schwarf.
were they were always huge.
Yeah.
The
It was a
biggest
massive party.
parties I was ever at.
And
in
I
Morgantown.
could truly remember that was the first moment of my college time where I went to that party. I didn't dress up. Everyone was dressed up. And I looked around. I was like, I'm too old for this now.
Really, yeah,
And,
that's a
like,
terrible feeling.
It was a bad feeling, man. It was my 6th year down there. Everyone there was young, like people I didn't even go to high school with. And that was my final semester. Yeah, when it hit Christmas time and we went on break, I was like, I remember going to my parents. I was like, yeah, I'm moving home. I was like, I'm going to finish out everything online. I'm done down there. Couldn't do it.
It's understandable.
Yeah. It is. I'm laughing that our recent search has Mr. Bittner in there. Shout out Mr. Bittner.
So did anybody upgrade to iOS 15 this week?
I did when it first came out.
It's different, is it not?
It's very different.
Weird, dude.
And I like it, but I feel like the weirdest part, and I don't know if you've noticed it, is the Find My Friends. Instead of putting like jumping around where you move, there is a live feature where you literally can actually follow the person.
No way.
Like,
See,
I
did not
notice that.
I didn't know that.
Well, I did it because I upgraded as soon as you could, and Brady's phone already had it with his new phone, and I just literally watched him drive all the way over here, and it doesn't jump. It literally says
you don't
live.
have to like refresh it every
It'd
minute.
be like you were on your GPS following the map.
Wow.
I kind of like that.
That is cool.
Wild. Because it literally, it's, you know how it used to say like, so-and-so was at this place at like 4:53.
Yeah.
It literally says live.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
That was such a great game changer when that came out in Morgantown, because we all had each other.
Yeah.
You'd wake up on like a Sunday and make sure everyone didn't like
Was
end up
okay.
in a ditch.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No one's in,
we didn't have
We
it.
didn't have it.
No one's
in
in the mall.
In our time, that was not there.
And I remember this is I always
Which honestly for the better.
Oh,
For a lot of things that happened, like for the better.
Yeah, I always got Barstool on the mind, but I remember senior year when Neil and Jacko would show me like Big Cat and Dave's tweets. They all only had like 56,000 followers.
Whoa.
And like now they're just such a big entity. It's so weird to think back then, like how quick things have changed right now that you don't really think about back then. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's weird.
They blew up.
Oh yeah,
I remember hearing about you guys fucking talking about them being. I just blew it off.
Yeah,
like, I'm not. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's weird. I always wonder, and I feel like anybody could say this, but I always wonder where we'd be right now if we would have started that kind of stuff like 5 years ago.
Way back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
If we would have started a pod like in college,
you never know.
Things would be a lot different. We'd be on episode like 400 something.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my super senior year was 4 years ago now. So if we started when we were all in college,
it would be like 300.
No.
Because it took 2 years for us to get to 100.
Okay, yeah, I'm a dumbass. Yeah, no, you're right. Around like 400. Yeah.
Yeah.
350 maybe, 400.
Be crazy.
But sorry, the one thing that I don't like that I saw is like they're doing like so much with share with you, like all your texts and stuff that people send you is like it's saved basically.
Yeah.
So like on the internet browser, do you know how to get rid of that stuff?
I don't. Well, I don't. First of all, I don't like how Safari is completely different now.
Right. I don't like
you
it
can
being at the
change it,
bottom.
I guess.
You can.
Yeah.
Because
you'll have to Google it. I don't know how, but you can.
It's just flipped upside down, basically. I'm like, why'd they do that?
So one of the things promptly on my like home screen is something with laundry, like they found him or something like weeks ago, and it's just the picture of Barry, that famous picture. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And you can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I noticed that too. Like if somebody sends you a picture in your photos, if you save it, it still says what message it came from.
Right.
It's weird.
Really?
Yeah. So when
I
you're
don't like that.
when you're scrolling, it'll say like, okay, album.
Like if you but what if you screenshot it?
Probably
It's
not.
Probably not.
So it's like
yeah.
if you save it from the messages.
Do you have to save it though? I feel like some just automatically go to your. Like if someone says you directly a picture, I feel like it just goes to your photos.
It does, I believe.
Which is a little
What?
weird.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
That is weird.
And it gets sent up to the cloud.
And then I'll have freaking more storage shit where it's like
Yeah.
your storage
you have
is
to
full.
delete a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Like just keep it in the messages.
I need a new phone. Mine is like giving up on me.
What phone do you have?
I have the X, which is
I love that phone.
I don't even know what
I love
have.
it too. Because like I really like the design. I don't want to change it, but Like when I do a bunch of apps together, or like writing blogs or whatever, going back and forth, it'll just like cut out. Like it'll just turn off.
Yeah.
I started to have a lot of problems with my ex towards the end of the line with it. Like
Really, yeah.
Yeah, dude, like
it's just slow.
like
everything is so slow.
Do you have connectivity issues? Like sometimes my internet LTE and Wi-Fi just
absolutely, yeah.
It just doesn't load
and
stuff.
I think it's my Wi-Fi, but
Well,
even
it's
dude,
not.
I've
I'm
been
telling you, it's
having
the
that.
phone.
I've been having that lately. I don't know if you have. Like sometimes it'll just randomly like stuff just doesn't load.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the fuck? And then I sit back and think, JT, quit being a bitch. We used to not have iPhones and have internet.
I mean that's a good way.
If I have to wait for a second, I have to wait for a second. But I kind of want to.
But it's annoying.
I kind of want it just right now. I don't want to sit here and wait. I don't want shit to buffer all the time.
Who wants buffering?
Yeah, it's just annoying. Then
Like-
I like want to slam something. I'm like,
Yeah.
just
Does
fucking-
anyone notice 5G is terrible? Anytime I'm connected to 5G, I'm like, my shit won't fucking load. LTE is so much better.
Well, so I've 5G works well when it doesn't jump in and out. Like if I go up to Tridelphia, my 5G turns on and it's okay. But so Xfinity uses Verizon towers, so I don't have 5G everywhere to where like the reason it cuts out, I think, is because it's trying to decide. It's like in that middle.
Right, yeah. I get what you're saying.
And it blows.
I think it's I mean, we get 5G in for AT&T, we get 5G in around here some places, but when you're in Pittsburgh area, you have it the whole time.
Yeah.
And like, dude, my shit is so much slower. It won't load. Brooke and I bitch about it a lot.
Well, dude,
We'll go up there and I'll be like, why is my shit not fucking loading?
I don't know if you heard, but 5G is the reason why COVID started to begin with.
I did hear that.
I heard that too.
So, I mean, maybe it's maybe your vaccine's fighting it off. It's not letting it load.
At least it's working, right?
At least it's working. But yeah, I mean, we kind of just flew. I can't believe we're at an hour and 11 minutes already. Do you guys have anything else you want to add?
I had one other thing on my list, but I mean, we could just.
I don't care. I
briefly. Did you guys see the trailer for the Lightyear movie?
Dude,
it's gonna be
that
awesome.
was my thing.
I just saw
list, too.
pictures.
It looks
I didn't
so
see the
good.
trailer.
Dude, the trailer. I mean, it's just a teaser trailer.
Yeah,
too. It looks so good.
But the thing that also is getting on my nerves, like, too many people can't understand that it's not the toy.
Right.
Everyone's like, why does he look different? Why is it Chris Evans? It's not the actual Buzz Lightyear toy. Like, it's the guy in the Pixar world who inspired the toy.
Yeah.
It's like people.
Pretty easy to understand.
Yeah, but so many people like on TikTok can't figure it out. They're like, "Oh, I don't like how they made a swirl on his chin an actual dimple now." I'm like, "Cause it's supposed to be like a person, not a toy."
I'm amazed on a daily basis, like how easy it is to research stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it literally takes 2 seconds to Google something, and people instead go to every social media outlet and it's like, "This is stupid."
Yeah,
like,
I know.
No, you're
just how easy it is to just comprehend things. Anyway,
Yeah,
like,
you're
you don't
right.
even need to Google that. It's pretty easy to understand that. Like, it's an action figure. Think of it in real life. An action figure based off of a real entity.
Yeah, I can't wait to
I
see.
mean,
I can't wait to see Emperor Zurg though.
yeah,
That's gonna be his like the
yeah,
real Emperor.
Do we
Zurg.
think that?
I do. I think it's 100%.
Yeah.
Because there's like a little snippet. Snippet. It's like the same colors as not a person, but like the room or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that he's about to fight Emperor
For
Zurg.
sure.
I still have to watch Toy Story 4. I've never.
Me too. I
not
haven't seen it either.
Sad.
Is it
Yeah, I
sad?
watched it the
3
other
was
day.
sad.
No, sad as in like very different than all the other 3
Damn.
Star Wars. Yeah,
I'm
fucking
Star
Toy
Wars.
Story.
Star Wars.
Am I drunk?
Jesus God.
I am gonna watch it though, but yeah, no, I was excited to see the trailer. I know it's not different in a sense, but it is different because it's the first time that, to my knowledge, Pixar's like making a movie about a real person that has been in another movie that was like a toy, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, who knows? Maybe down the road there'll be a Woody movie where there's a cowboy that they base a movie off of
That'd be
from
cool.
the Woody.
I
thing.
thought of something cool. Like, what if at the end of our movie, like it zooms out to a movie screen and then it shows
they're
Andy
watching
It shows Andy in a movie theater watching the movie.
I'll start
That'd be
crying.
so sick.
How sick would that be?
If they they should connect it like that. That'd be awesome. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
You should work for Pixar.
Dude, I know.
I think it looks fucking sick though. Like dead ass, even as an adult, I think the movie looks very
great.
cool. I'm 110% gonna see that.
Yeah.
In theaters, hopefully.
Yep.
I want to see it in theaters.
And I just wanted to shout out one thing I saw on the internet today, that one of the women that was one of the co-founders of like women's Spanx that they wear.
I saw that.
So she surprised all of the employees that are under her. They all were in a room and she had a globe and was spinning a globe, and she is paying for two airline tickets to anywhere they want to go and giving them $10,000 cash for them to spend while they go on this trip.
Each person gets 2 tickets and $10,000.
Yeah, so
How many people does she employ?
There was a lot of people in that room.
A lot of people. She's a billionaire. And I thought that was one of the coolest things, because I don't think she really intended on it becoming public like that. It was the employees making videos and things.
Right.
So I don't know. I just found that very cool. That's one of really the only things that I've seen recently of a big corporation doing something appreciative for the employees, especially right now. So I don't know.
Shout out to her, man. That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's fucking dope.
Could you imagine?
I couldn't.
Fuck.
I couldn't. You get to pick anywhere that you want to go.
And have 10,000 just to bullshit on.
Just to fucking blow.
Just to drink.
Where would you
on.
go?
Oh, wow.
Good.
This is a good closer,
final.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the world, I feel like I'd have to go somewhere like crazy, like freaking Santorini, Greece or something, where all the buildings are white. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right on the water there.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I can't pinpoint a place, but I'll say somewhere tropical.
Yeah.
So anywhere tropical, because one of those places where, you can rent the cabanas on the ocean, but it's not as expensive. So somewhere like that,
Yeah.
I'd pick.
Yeah. Greece is beautiful.
Oh yeah, Greece looks
beautiful
very cool.
place. Looks really cool. I'd like to go there one day. I'm probably picking. I'm planning to go to Hawaii for my honeymoon, so I'm not going to pick that because I'm going there. I'd probably pick Ireland. Never been there, and I've always wanted to go to Ireland.
I don't know. It's tough because I haven't traveled too much, but I really want to go to Europe, and they're like those places are so close together.
Yeah.
I really want to go to Italy, and then it's like an hour flight to like France. So I really want to go to Paris
fucking
too.
Train ride it
Yeah.
all,
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Just backpack Europe for a while.
You sound like you're from London.
Dude, after getting super into Ted Lasso, like I want to go to Britain or the United Kingdom, like that area, and fucking go watch some soccer games.
I was just gonna say that. That'd be sweet.
It'd be awesome.
It's a whole other world.
The fucking vibes and the atmosphere look incredible.
Well, I think I've said this on here before, but I feel like England and London, I feel like that's the closest to the United States that you're going to get.
In Europe, yeah.
In terms of culture-wise. But I think I'd probably go to Kabul and Afghanistan or Iraq and just join the Taliban with my $10,000.
Oh my God.
The Triangle of Death.
Yeah, I'd go to the triangle, drive through the Triangle of Death, and deliver some guns and ammo.
I think I'd want to go get some free gas in Fallujah.
That's War Dog. Shout out War Dogs. Great fucking movie.
It is good. Very good.
All right, I think it's been a time.
Yeah, it's been a time. That was a very, very quick sode. So you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Jerry Nixon Jr. Juicebox audio comes out Sundays at 5. Video comes out Mondays at 7. TTP Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Hits and Picks video Wednesdays at 7 p.m. And I won't fuck this week's up. I got screwed up because when I set the camera up, I clicked the different camera angle where it was like the times 1.5 and it just wouldn't airdrop to the computer. So it fucked me up. And then audio comes out Thursday mornings, and then make sure to check out Morning Milk Friday mornings.
Yep, and you can catch me on Instagram. That's John Theodore Nixon on Instagram. I'm on the Juicebox Podcast Twitter. That's at the Juicebox Pod. That's at the Juicebox Pod. # Milk Gang. You already know. I have an episode coming out tomorrow. Follow us on Facebook, the Juicebox Podcast. We are not the Diabetes, the Juicebox Podcast.
And follow me on Twitter at Bubba Slaughter, and follow me on Instagram at @the_Harry Slaughter.
Follow me on Instagram at Zarly Price. Follow me on Twitter at PokeyZar. That's ZAR.
Z is in zebra, A is in apple, R is in respect.
R as in Reebok.
Don't get it twisted.
Bye-bye.
I like that. Respect.